This is the 2024 Toyota Tundra TRD Pro in Terra. New color. Hey, it's Tim, Pickup Truck Plus SUV Talk. Let me show you this color in a bright sunlight, and then here in a few minutes I'm going to show you what it looks like at night. We'll do a night walk around. I had my camera out. It was cool footage as far as the sunset was nice, and so I'll put that on the screen here in a minute, and we'll come back to this. Tell you my 5 things I like about it, 5 things I don't like about it on this Toyota Tundra TRD Pro. But yes, that's that Terra color. And there it is with the corn as a backdrop here in Nebraska. Let's do the exterior of this Tundra TRD Pro. A little bit at night, kind of dusk. I just want to get this cool lighting for you guys. This is that Terra color. I'll get a little closer. My phone does the best job of capturing this. Sorry, the audio is not amazing like my cameras are, but GoPros and things. But this phone does a great job at night, especially in between lighting. We have these lights there, light there. Skid plate down below. We have some BBS forged wheels. I do have a TRD, you can see right there on top of the shock mount, and we have the sway bar controller there, and TRD Pro there. There's your Terra. Black mirror caps, black door handles. We do have this interesting pattern on the wheels. The wheel liners there. We have not liners, but the wheel cover there. Sorry, late at night. It's like it's a camouflage kind of look, kind of interesting. Come around here, we have the TRD Pro spelled out in the tailgate. More lighting there because lighting is cool. Sequential tail lights, boom, boom, boom. As you turn, actually do sequential kind of lighting, go out to in. And then we have the tow hook back there, some lights there as well. And then in the bed, pop this open. We do have some LED lighting there too. We have the hookups for putting in 2x4s across, so you can separate your bed space a little bit better. Some tie downs on there that move back and forth in the racks. And then with this, boom, nice close shut. We have Tundra on the top. We have the fancy way to open a tailgate here. Boom, it's open. All right, and then we have some dual exhaust down there, and come around the side. Yeah, that's this, oh yeah, fan favorite. Rear window still rolls down in these Tundras. People seem to really like that. And then in the truck at night a little bit, you see this little lighting. Okay, so we have the nice stitching line there, We have these soft tex seats, which are, they're not leather, they're not cloth, they're interesting. They hold up really well. I've had the Tundra for 2023 model year, and it was a good seat. TRD Pro there. We have the 1,345 pounds of payload in this truck. And here is our lighting. I'll move the steering wheel there. And we have digital display there. There's our screen there. There's our lighting there. While it's charging, a little light on it too. We can see the shifter, different drive modes, lights. And then this has some wheel well lights in here for your feet. I did notice lower trim levels of Tundras don't always have that, but this one has lights there, so it's really lit up. It's nice to be able at night to see things when you get in the cabin. Gotta step up there. Sorry, it's hard to do this one-handed, but we did it. Okay, I'll turn off the TRD light bar. It only works when you have brights on. There's some phone controls. There are some cruise controls. There is our digital display, and I'll click the OK button. I'm averaging about 18.6 in this week. There's our screen at night. I love the night view. It's white, and I can't stand it, so night view. HVAC controls. Shifter's got interesting TRD on the shifter. Different drive modes and different down assist control, multi-train select, a couple different tow haul modes as you get through those. And then we have, this is a cool thing, boom, right there, easy to access. Center console with some USBs there. This is great here. I use this all the time. Arm goes up here for road trips. Makes a nice placement for your hands. I have a price point. Oh, we're doing all of it tonight. I have a price point of $74,295 with a processing fee of $1,800. Toyota spelled out there, and then TRD Pro there. And then we have a dual panel moonroof. Both the back and front seats get lots of light there. Digital rear mirror. All right, that's it. We'll talk more about this. All right, now behind the wheel, what's not to love about 437 horsepower and 583 pound-feet of torque? Nothing. Ha! Yes, plenty of horsepower and plenty of torque behind the wheel of the Tundra TRD Pro, as well as any hybrid version of that truck. It comes with 2 powertrains, 1 gas, 1 hybrid. So let's go ahead and get to my 5 things I like and 5 things I don't like about this. But real fast before I do that, I want to make sure I throw this little detail in there that there is a recall that is impacting 2022 and 2023 gasoline-only versions of the Toyota Tundra. That's what we have. Those are the facts. We've heard stories here and there of a 24 having an issue, but the recall only impacts those 2 model years in the gas engine. Okay, so let's talk about the 5 things I like about this truck. Number 1, I like that they have kind of broken the mold of the Tundra. Now, I've driven a Tundra since 2013, so just a few model years. I've driven every model year in that sequence, and this one, even though it's been 2 years on the market as far as a new design, it still stands out. And I think that's one of the things with exterior design that is always hard to nail, is you always want to be pushing the envelope, because if you don't push it far enough, you look outdated pretty quickly. Second thing I like is some of the creature comforts ideas. So like I put my armrest up here, I said it in the video last night, I like that aspect. I like when I bought the 2022 Tundra, I was down in Houston, drove it back home, it was nice, it was comfortable. I had easy drive, arm up, one-handed steering wheel, right down the road, a nice driving pickup. Third thing I like about the Toyota Tundra is going to be the seats. Now, I didn't know what soft text was, and I pretty much guarantee most of the audience didn't know what soft text was when Toyota announced it. It was kind of weird. It's like, we want more details, we didn't really get them. But after a couple of years of driving different Tundras with these soft text seats, the material, it's an interesting cross between what I would consider like a plastic with a pleather. I mean, it's just weird. It's not leather, but it sure does seem like it holds it pretty well, and it sure does seem like it doesn't get as hot as like a leather seat would in the middle of summer. We've had 100-degree temperatures this last week, and my butt hasn't burned. That's probably a good, easy way to say it. It's been nice. It's an interesting material choice. It seems like it's not as heavy as leather is. It seems like maybe a little more durable, and yeah, I like that aspect of it. Number 4 thing I like about this truck is I like what Toyota's done as far as the TRD Pro version of this. Now, the TRD Pro is interesting. You go on different forums and things. Like I was on tundras.com forum, talking to those guys about it, and we were discussing a review of this Tundra TRD Pro, and a lot of those consumers on that platform, or the forum users, were really irritated, not because of the review, but because of who, in the reviewer, in this case, who he compared the Tundra TRD Pro to. He was talking about the Ford Raptor, talking about the Ram TRX, the Chevrolet Silverado ZR2, and those guys all pointed out the same thing that I've been kind of thinking about the last couple of years, but at these Tundra TRD Pros, is that price point, especially the Raptor R, the V8 version of that, is 100 grand. TRX is 100 grand. ZR2 is going to be in the 80s. So in this case, I have $74,000, and this is one of the more badass versions of the off-road truck of the Tundra. So I've said for years that the TRD Pro, when it came out in 17, I think it was the poor man's Ford Raptor. And I don't mean that in a negative viewpoint. I mean that you get the capability of 90% of a Ford Raptor with a cheaper price point. I got down assist control, I got crawl control in this as well, and the crawl control in those has been improved this model year as well. A lot of things have been improved as far as just the overall differentials, locks, things like that. This thing's set up ready to go as you would a Ford Ranger, or Raptor, excuse me, Ford Raptor. Is it as fast desert racing? Maybe not. Does it really matter, desert? No. It's not just about the speed of the truck, it's about your personal driving comfort. Okay, the 5th thing I like about this Tundra is that in this 2022 and future model year, you can get a crew cab with a 6.5-foot bed. Isn't it kind of weird that it took that long to get that crew cab 6.5-foot bed out of the factory? I like that. I like that they have the factory in San Antonio building this at Sequoia only. It seems like that allows them to make more versions of this, allows them to make more volume, and that's why sales have gone up, is they're able to build more Tundras. And so there's not such a restraint that they were on capacity before. We get a different variation, and I think that's great. I think it's great for consumers to have the power of choice. Okay? 5 things I don't like about this truck. 5. Let's start with the obvious up front. I'm almost getting tired of talking about it because it's such an obvious miss. Recovery points, not on it. Can you imagine being an engineer working at Toyota on this truck and being told by the safety team that you can't have tow hooks? What a crap day that was. Well, that's what we get. So I think I'm not blaming the engineering on this. I'm blaming the safety team that talked about the front crash testing. They don't want those tokes to move an inch. Sorry, come on guys. I don't care about front crash. I care about, I'm in the ditch, how the hell do I get out? And the rear recovery, hooking to the receiver hitch, that's great if your back end is exposed. What happens if just a front end is exposed? That stinks. Number two thing I don't like about this truck is going to be the way they engineering set up the powertrain. I like this powertrain. Lots of performance. 583 foot-pounds of torque. I gotta do that every time you do that. What's not to love with that? I'll tell you what's not to love with that is that set up for towing, really. It's for off-road use and towing only. I think in the half-ton segment, less people tow than driving around. I would have wanted to see a little more fuel economy, or in the case of this truck, and number three thing I don't like about this truck, is give me an inverter in the bed, give me more power on board like Ford has done. Like, that was so useful as a consumer when I owned that truck. And I'm just like, well, you know what? If I have to have a hybrid, if I can't have the V8, if I'm gonna do the hybrid and I'm gonna do the twin turbo V6, give me more. Hybrid for me is not enough, period, full stop. I want more benefits. I want this to be a more versatile tool. I want some power in the bed. I want a little better fuel economy. I don't care about towing. When I was towing with the 5.7 liter V8, that was fine. And I had 100 and some foot-pounds of torque less than this truck has. Maybe more. I think about that a little bit. But it towed just fine. I don't need more towing in this. I want more benefits. Hybrid. I want more power in the bed. I want more features in this truck. Number four thing I don't love about this truck is going to be the HVAC system. I've been trying to keep this cabin cool the last couple of days. I know we went camping, a little overheated. Just waiting for the air conditioning to get on, and the cooled seats sound like a jet engine taking off sometimes, and you have those going with the fans. It just seems like there's an opportunity there to really improve that system, and I'm not sure what happened, because I thought the prior generation was pretty good. Something disconnect there. I'm not really sure what's going on with that. And the fifth thing I don't like about this truck is I don't like how in the hybrid system you lose storage. See those bags? I got these bags back here. I don't know if you can see them. We're on the way to Denver with the kids. We're flying out. And I put the bags back here because we don't have a tonneau cover. I want to keep them out of the sun. But also, I don't have a flat loading floor. The battery is below the seats. Again, not a Toyota engineering issue, because Toyota engineering didn't want that. It was a safety issue. They didn't want the hybrid battery below the cabin, causing road debris, something accidentally hit that battery and causing issues. But boy, you really give up a lot of underfloor storage when you do that. Hey, for more things I like and don't like, I did a maintenance do-it-yourself video on this. Check it out on the website, I think, or a YouTube channel. I'll link to that above. The website is pickuptrucktalk.com. As always, thanks for watching. I will see you down the road.